3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Tuesday, April 19, 2022 meeting of the Transportation Infrastructure Committee of the Metropolitan Council. I see council members, well, myself, Young, Bradford, Cash, Evans, Hurt, Nash, and Swope present, and Councilmember O'Connell is joining us. I believe that puts us at a population of 8 today. So, I do, of course, have a consent agenda, because if you will see, most of this is very much housekeeping and sewer mains and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to read the items I'm recommending on consent, and then y'all holler, yell, scream if you'd like me to pull anything from that. RS 2022-1495, BL 2022-1176, 1177, 1178, 1179, 1180, 1181, 1182, 1183, 1184, 1185, 1186, 1187, and BL 2022-1188. And Councilmember Allen, welcome. Okay, I will read the captions then on the consent agenda. RS 2022-1495, Parker, Allen, and Young approves an amendment to an agreement between the Metro Department of Water and Sewerage Services and Prison Properties to extend the term of the agreement for a period of 1 year. BL 2022-1176, O'Connell, Withers, and Young authorizes Metro to abandon easement rights for 6 properties located at the southeast corner of Hayes Street and 16th Avenue North, formerly a portion of alley numbers 373 and 380. BL 2022-1177, Allen, Withers, and Young authorizes the Metro Department of Water and Sewerage Services to enter into an agreement with Rock Block Flats, LLC, to provide improved public sanitary sewer service through the construction of an improved stormwater system. BL 2022-1178, Syracuse, Withers, and Young authorizes Metro to accept a permanent easement for the Delrose Drive Stormwater Improvement Project for 2 properties located at 120 and 122 Delrose Drive. BL 2022-1179, Gamble, Withers, and Young authorizes Metro to accept new sanitary sewer and water mains, sanitary sewer manholes, fire hydrant assemblies, and easements for property located at Brick Church Pike Unnumbered, also known as Mulberry Downs, Phase 4. BL 2022-1180, Gamble, Withers, and Young authorizes Metro to abandon existing fire hydrant assembly and to accept new water and sanitary sewer mains, fire hydrant assemblies, sanitary sewer manholes, and easements for property located at 3517 Brick Church Pike, also known as Mulberry Downs, Phase 5. BL 2022-1181, Gamble, Withers, and Young authorizes Metro to accept new sanitary sewer and water mains, sanitary sewer manholes, fire hydrant assembly, and easements for property located at 3517 Brick Church Pike, also known as Mulberry Downs, Phase 6. BL 2022-1182, O'Connell, Withers, and Young authorizes Metro to accept a new sanitary sewer manhole and easement for property located at 1721B, 6th Avenue North, also known as 6th Avenue North Townhomes. BL 2022-1183, Hager, Withers, and Young authorizes Metro to accept new sanitary sewer force main, appurtenance, and easements for property at 3233 Lakeshore Drive, also known as Lakeshore Drive, Phase 1. BL 2022-1184, Bradford, Withers, and Young authorizes Metro to abandon existing water main and easements and to accept a new water main, fire hydrant assemblies, and easements for property located at 2 Dell Parkway. BL 2022-1185, Withers, and Young authorizes Metro to accept new sanitary sewer and water mains, sanitary sewer manholes, fire hydrant assemblies, and easements for property located at 3214 Murfreesboro Pike, also known as Hamilton Hills. BL 2022-1186, Roberts, Withers, and Young authorizes Metro government to accept new sanitary sewer and water mains, sanitary sewer manholes, fire hydrant assembly, and easements for property located at 7256 Centennial Place. BL 2022-1187, Sledge, Withers, and Young authorizes Metro to accept new sanitary sewer main and sanitary sewer manhole for property located at 4G Trimble Street, also known as Wharf Avenue Townhomes. And BL 2022-1188, Sledge, Withers, and Young authorizes Metro to abandon existing sanitary sewer and water main, sanitary sewer manholes, fire hydrant assembly, and easements, and to accept new sanitary sewer and a water main, sanitary sewer manhole, fire hydrant assembly, and easements for 16 properties located at 8th Avenue South and Bass Street, or Bay Street. Is it all about the base or the Bass? Also known as the 910 8th Avenue South development. Those are the items on the consent agenda. Is there a motion for approval? And second, all of those in favor say aye. Those opposed and any abstentions? I believe we are up to 9 at this point, so the consent agenda is recommended for approval 9-0. Now, that brings us back on the agenda to a late resolution by Councilmember O'Connell. It approves an application for a Rebuilding American Infrastructure with Sustainability and Equality RAISE grant from the United States Department of Transportation to aid in the community outreach, planning, and design of the East Bank Boulevard project. Councilmember O'Connell, you are, wait, now you're recognized.
Oh, it looks like my mic is on. It's wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Truly not sure why I am the sponsor on this one. I do understand why it is late. There was a timing issue with the state of Tennessee. This is an application for a federal planning grant, which I support. I will say that in preliminary discussions that include renderings with a bridge that has a landing close to the Napier community in District 19 and its current incarnation. I have shared with the planning department that I would provide input that would reject that particular landing spot, as that is a very sensitive and fragile community. And right now what they have asked for is a grocery store. They have not asked for a bridge to a $2 billion Titan Stadium. And I want to continue to make sure that I am reflecting community preferences in that very delicate neighborhood context. So I will continue to provide that input if we do receive this grant. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So would you like to make a
I will move
motion?
Approval.
All right. Any discussion? All right. Well, those in favor of the late resolution say aye. Those opposed? Any abstentions? All right. It is recommended for approval. 9 in favor, 0 against. Excuse me. That now brings us to BL 2022-1189, Murphy, Withers, and Young authorizes Metro to abandon existing public sanitary sewer main, sanitary sewer manhole, and easement, and to accept new sanitary sewer main, sanitary sewer manhole, and easement for property located at 3800 Charlotte Avenue. The sponsor has requested a 2-meeting deferral. Is there a motion to that effect? And second, those in favor? Those opposed? Any abstentions? It is recommended for a 2-meeting deferral, 9 in favor and 0 against. Well, ladies and gentlemen, how's that for efficiency? I do believe we are finished. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.